Hi, everyone, and welcome to our first session of the Fabula Ultima game. Don't have an actual name for the campaign yet, but it will be working on it. This episode will be called Welcome to Cappy Terra, which is the name of the world that we have created. I'm Steve. As always, I'm here with my co-host Eric. We are joined by Kara, Howard, and Joe, our wonderful players. Let's start with Kara. Why don't you introduce yourself and your character?
Sounds good. I am Kara, go by Karafish27 across places that have handles. We're down one as of today, but I am here to play Celine, and I am so excited. Celine is a free-spirited priestess of the moon. She is an adventurous, curious, question-asking type, and I cannot wait to see where we go.
All right, Howard.
Hi, I'm Howard. I'm Adventures Keep on most social medias except for the one that's not going to be around for a little while. Um, and I run an online subscription and sell dice. And I am playing. Uh, the character's current name is John Doe because he is a reverend. He's back from the dead. He doesn't know why or what happened. And he's looking to explore that and just try to figure out who he is.
All right, Joe.
I am Joe, and at the Spice Must Joe at various places. And I am playing Janus Alexandros Kalagos, a former knight of the Holy Empire of Arcadia, now on a quest of self-redemption because he guilty. He real guilty, y'all.
Being part of a cult will do that to you. Eric.
Mhm.
All right, I will be playing the Janus. He is a traveling researcher of the stars from the coastal city of Crescent Harbor.
What? No, your name's not Janus.
I'm sorry, I was looking at your screen. Killian. Wow, my bad. I'm looking over here at all the different character names. I will be playing
It's all good.
Killian, a traveling researcher of the stars from Crescent Harbor. This is why I needed my coffee, Steve. This is why I wanted my coffee.
Well, fair enough. All right, we are going to start. All of you are in the Kingdom of Aqualeia. You've known each other for a while. You've done a few odd jobs here and there. You are all of the, I believe we chose the group type was Seekers, meaning you're trying to seek higher knowledge, mysteries, all of that. You all are approached by Celine's mentor, Eileen. Eileen approaches the four of you. Good evening. I hear that you're in search of ancient mysteries and things of that nature. Is that not what you told me, Celine?
Oh, yes, High Priestess, absolutely.
Well, if you leave the town, the city heading west or east, sorry, that way's east. Right when the forest starts to get really dense, there's an old elemental shrine there that some say an old elemental still resides in. It may have information for all of you, or just be a fun little thing to explore. And I
That
thought
sounds
nobody
right up
better
my
than the
alley.
four of you.
Wow. Do you know what kind of elemental? Or is it just like you're not sure and like we're going to find out? Or,
I would say it's probably an earth elemental, but I don't know. I've never
oh, wow.
been there. It was just a rumor that's been around. It might not even exist.
I understand completely. Oh, I shouldn't speak for my friends though. I am absolutely interested, but are they in the same room with us at this time or
Oh
do I
yeah,
need to
you
go
all
find
are
them?
together.
Okay.
You're all together. She approached you guys wherever you were.
What do you think?
It sounds like an interesting opportunity, and it would be definitely worth the time, I believe.
I'm always down to go find someplace else and learn a little bit about these spirits that are inhabiting the world.
Sounds like it might be a little dangerous. I might be along just to help out.
You're always so positive. It's going to be fine.
Yes, and
Be careful. Those woods are ancient and they're not very civilized. So just be careful out there.
So maybe I shouldn't just talk to every single thing I see. Okay.
Probably not.
Okay. I'll try.
It is evening. I will say you guys probably prepare for through the night. Is there anything specific you guys are wanting to do before you head out, or just cut to the next morning?
I just want to make sure our traveling supplies are at hand.
You guys, the way Fabula Ultima works is it doesn't really care about individual things. You just have IP, which is your inventory points, which you can spend on healing potions, things of that nature. But like things like a rope, you just have a rope. Like it does not care about those little nitty gritty things. So, but
Cool beans.
Sounds
all
good to
right,
me.
the next morning comes, and you guys are deciding what path you would like to take. On the map, there is the elemental shrine. I've marked it on the map for you. You guys are currently in Aqualeia. So you can go 1, 2, and then be there. You can go 1, 2, and be there. It's whatever route you want to take. For every hex that you move, we are going to make a travel roll. These are going to be D8 travel rolls. As always, for those of you that don't know, travel rolls are what you make each day. It is based on me about the threat level. So this is going to be a low threat because it's still kind of close to the town. When you get into that deeper jungle, it's going to be a higher threat level. You roll the D8. If it's 6 or above, you get an encounter, meaning you will have a fight. If you get a 1, you make a discovery, which could be anything. So, if you guys are moving, which hex are you going to move to? And who wants to make that travel roll?
I'm personally a fan of starting here. That one right there. But I'm also just throwing it out there.
I'm good with any direction we
with it.
want to go. If you want to, how about this? Janus, you serve as party leader as far as the
Oh boy.
advancement on the map. You choose which way we go tonight.
So there.
All right. So you can make it, or whoever feels like making the travel roll, it's just a straight D8.
Let's take turns. Who wants to go first?
Hold on. I'll do this. I'll roll a D4. Kara is 1,
Oh.
Howard is 2, Joe is 3, Eric is 4.
Oh,
Joe.
Well, there we go.
The gods have decided.
I love doing everything by that.
Rolled a
Dang.
1.
yeah.
Ooh,
All right.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
First
Nice.
roll is a discovery. Wow. What are the odds of that? You guys move to this square, and as you are heading out, you get about, each hex is 2 days of travel. You made it through the first day, uneventful. You're about halfway through the second day in that hex, and you come across... Hold on, let me find it. You find a 3-story tall circular tower with a large point. And on the door is a small little raptor. Like just a carving of a raptor. There's a small little chimney that is not straight out of the roof. It kind of does this weird curling, and there is smoke billowing out of it.
Should we see who's at home?
Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna take out my pistol and check the chamber and reholster it real quick.
I mean, anyone with a house that cute has to be nice, right?
Or encouraging
No.
fools.
Oh, that's a point. Who's knocking? Me.
I'll walk up to the door and okay.
She's literally just gonna pop right up if you don't stop her.
John's just gonna be like walking behind her and just like, ugh, ready
You
for
see, as
something.
I'm going to knock, she just rushes past me, just rap.
All right. You hear some rustling. You hear a loud squawk of a raven. You hear some plodding down some steps, and you see that little raptor just slide as these two, like, they're dark gray eyes. They look kind of sunken, and you just hear, "Who is it? What do you want?"
We came across your tower. Didn't realize there was anyone here.
Did you not see the smoke?
Well, yes, I'm Celine, and your house is just so like charming. I wanted to know who would live in a place like this. It looks fun.
The thing slides, and you just hear like 3 locks unlock. The door opens, and you see this old woman holding a stool as she sets it to the side. She's about 4.5 feet tall. She has bright gray hair, is wearing one of those like big poofy grandma dresses. You said your name's Celine? Nice to meet you. Who are your friends?
I'm Janus.
Killian's expression is
John.
gonna soften a bit, and he's like, "Oh, it's a sweet old lady. Hi, I'm Killian. I'm from Crescent Harbor. It's a joy to meet somebody out here in the woods with such a unique decorating style."
Crescent Harbor? That's a ways away. What are you doing out here in the middle of nowhere?
Well, I heard that the Aqualeia had just like the most fantastic crustacean rolls, and I had to try them for myself.
Also soup dumplings.
Ah, Aqualeia. Terrible place. Hate it. Never want to go there again. They don't like me.
Oh, why not?
You like crustacean rolls? I got some. Come on in. Have a seat.
I'm gonna walk on in. I got no problem with that. I love food, so Killian's gonna
Same.
go right on in.
Oh, Celine, what brings you and your friends out here into the middle of nowhere?
And she starts to open her mouth and like kind of looks around like she's maybe gotten in trouble for blabbing before. Like, am I allowed to say this or not?
We are adventurers, and we are just exploring the wilds.
If anyone is like actively looking around her, like the floor here,
I would
Yeah,
there's a bubbling cauldron on the fireplace, like one of those old cookware ones that kind of slides out. It's bubbling like something is boiling. She's got a nice circular table. It looks like it's crafted out of very beautiful oak. There is a raven sitting on her cuckoo clock that is staring at all of you. And the oddest thing in the room, though, is that there are 3 sets of boots that are obviously not hers. They look like they're men's soldiers' boots. So that's when you notice that, and that's when she asks, so what brings y'all out here in the middle of nowhere?
Adventurers.
Ah!
Not many jobs for former military folk.
Adventurers? Well, what are you adventuring?
Oh. Mostly fame, wealth, and money, you know.
I just can't sit in a single place for more than a night. I get bored.
Well, that's the most honest thing I've ever heard. I'm the opposite. I could stay in my tower forever. I have. I've been here for 15 years.
Money seems to follow them.
What was that, Howard?
I said money just seems to follow them. I don't know where else to go.
Ah, fair enough. But
You have
so
guests
what
often?
adventure? No, not very well. No, sometimes I get more looters than friends. But anyway, so what type of adventure are you guys on right now?
Searching for ancient ruins, like adventurers do.
Ah, what ruins are you seeking?
That's why we're searching.
Do you happen to know of any in the area?
Well, you see, they say there's an ancient elemental shrine at the deep woods. Are you guys happening to go that way?
We are headed that way, yes.
Oh. If you happen to find the temple, or the shrine, whatever it is, it's said to house an ancient water elemental. But the elemental powers are waning, so it's rather weak right now. But if you were to get me a vial of water from its pool and bring it to me, I would be ever grateful and I would reward you.
What kind of reward?
What?
What kind of reward?
Money, of course.
The only kind.
But yes, that all I need is just one little vial. Elemental water is very, very valuable and can be used in a lot of recipes.
Seems simple enough.
At this point, she's pulling something out of the oven, puts it up, and just makes like 4 plates for all of you. And they're all like these very nicely made, perfectly like grandma crispy rolls that have actually crab in them.
I'm gonna take a bite out of one and be like, out of mine, and be like, it's pretty good. I might have to get the recipe for this one.
If you bring me back the water, I'll give it to you. And the money.
You have something to transport that water in? I don't really have anything on me to.
Oh, absolutely. She like reaches into one of her apron pockets and pulls out this little, it's like those little circular vials with the little cork on top, and hands it over to you.
I take it, pop it in my jacket.
At this point, Kara, you have the bird speech, right? Like feral speech.
I have feral speech. Yeah, I was just thinking about that. Yeah.
At this point, you just hear the raven squawk, or the 3 of you hear the raven squawk, but the raven is saying, "Tell them about the others. Tell them about the others. Tell them about the others." And she obviously can't understand this raven. So she's just like, she doesn't even react to it. It's like this bird just lives here.
That's really funny. Celine's going to look at the
As
bird and say,
it's like,
what others?
it's continually squawking that, and she just hands us a roll to it. And you say, what others? And the bird just like, its head does that kind of like. So how does your feral speech work? Like, do you have a magical ability where you just talk in human
know.
and it understands it? Or do you actually like squawk with that bird?
That is such a great question. And
And it's up
I'm
to
guessing
you.
there's not a mechanical answer to that.
No, it is all flavor, all vibes, whatever you
That
want
is
it to
so
be.
fun. I love the idea of her just talking and things understanding her. It makes it just that much weirder for everyone else around her.
So as the bird kind of panics and she just looks at you and goes, the others? Oh, the others. Oh, yes, yes. There was a group of people that came through that asked me the directions to the water temple. When I asked them to get me a vial, they said no. Then 3 of them attacked me. They didn't succeed, but they tried.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. And then the bird just continues to squawk like, yeah, those are the others. That's what we're talking about. Grandma can't remember nothing.
I'm assuming the others that didn't succeed gestures to the boots.
Yeah, them.
Terrifying.
Did any get away? Or did you get all
Oh
of them?
yeah, there was a bunch of them. There was a retinue.
Oh, okay.
But when I I didn't kill 3 of them, but when Callie took care of them,
Allie.
Callie.
Points to the bird.
Yeah, Callie.
Even more terrifying.
At this point, the bird is continuing to squawk. I didn't take care of them. The salamander in the chimney took care of them.
I'm debating whether I want to say that out loud or not. I think she would. The salamander in the chimney? What?
There's no salamanders in the chimney. What are you, nuts?
The bird said it.
Never shuts up. Don't listen to anything he says. At this point, she starts pouring out this it looks like juice. She gives you all some and she goes, well, can I help you guys with anything else before you leave? You're welcome to stay for a little bit. Rest. I've got spare rooms upstairs if you want to stay the night. It's more the merrier. It's getting to be evening. It's up to you. Whatever. I don't care.
Oh, I think we might be on our way.
Yes. Make a little more pace before sunset.
Might be worth our time.
But thank you for
Well-
your hospitality.
No problem. At this point, as you guys are like getting ready to leave, she comes back with 4 goodie bags for all of you that have like cookies. There's like a little juice container, as well as a couple more of those rolls for each of you. There you go. You are good guests. Nice to meet you specifically.
Thank you. And
Nice to
Thank
meet you too.
Oh,
Thank you for your
those
hospitality.
those people that were here before.
Mhm.
They were talking about something. Can't remember.
Can't remember.
Callie, do you remember?
Well,
What was that?
she's talking.
Callie, do you remember?
Ah, talked about their god.
The god?
God wants them to kill all elementals.
Oh, their god wants them to kill all elementals. Okay. Gotcha.
That was
What?
it. That was it. Something about the right paperwork came through.
Paperwork? Oh no. We should be on our way. Thank you again, madam. Your name
No
again
problem.
was?
Oh, you never asked. I'm Zelia.
Much appreciated, Zelia.
Yep. Have a great day. She sees you guys out, closes the door, and you just hear her start yelling. You're very rude when you squawk all like that. They don't understand you. You're a bird. And you just hear like shattering, like a glass was thrown. And the rest of you hear squawk. Celine hears, crazy old woman.
I wonder why it stays there if she throws things at it. But she does make really good food.
I was about to say free food, possibly.
Yeah.
It's amazing what I do for a meal.
All right. You guys are probably continuing on. So 2 days have passed. The third day has passed. It is now the fourth day. I need that final roll. Travel roll. The next travel roll, which will be done by Kara.
Okie
A
dokie.
D8.
D8. There you are. Yes, roll. Oh.
All right. Eric, shift us to the forest battle map.
Uh-oh.
Forest battle map. Boop. Everybody else will have to click on the forest battle map on the top row.
There we go. Oh, that is cool.
You might want to move them up one more.
There we go. So, the four of you are walking along, and you are about to where the forest becomes a lot more dense. And standing at the edge of that clearing, Janus, you instantly recognize these soldiers. They are the gray, They are members of the Gray Knights. These look like Gray Knight grunts. They are soldiers in the celestial bureaucracy. What am I looking for? They're fighters that work for that religion. They're warriors of that religion. There are four of them, and instantly they hear you coming and they turn. And they just kind of like puff up, all four of them. Who goes there?
Stand down.
That ain't how this works, buddy. We do the commanding, you do the following. Y'all stand down and go back from whence you came.
This is not your territory.
He pulls out a piece of paper and goes, according to this paperwork, I am supposed to stand right here and make sure that no one enters this forest. Period. So you can either turn around or we're going to have to make you.
Technically, we are not one, but several. I mean, does that make a distinction in your paperwork?
I'm gonna say that is some kind of a check. That is gonna be a skill check. We're gonna make that a hard skill check, meaning you're gonna need a 13, because these guys are very zealous and very particular about their paperworks. But I'm gonna say that is going to definitely be an INS roll. What's that? Insight, right?
That's insight.
Yeah, I'm going to say one of them is insight. You pick the other one that is rolled. You always roll 2 dice. But you get to pick it, but you have to justify the one you picked to me.
Can I say that everything's D8, so it doesn't really matter?
Yeah, that's fine.
D8 all across the board, so
But the ability you chose could tell us how you're going about making the check, though.
Yeah, that's true.
let's do ints and and like charisma.
Cool.
Like I'm trying
There's no
to persuade
charisma.
them, and I'm not trying to be like abrupt to them.
So
Or, like-
willpower?
Yeah, a willpower.
All right, so 2d8s. You're trying to like convince them to do this. This is a tough roll, so
Yeah. Especially with 2d8. Can't get it to roll.
do you have the
I have it up,
So
but
on the
it's
bottom
not
of
letting me scroll down.
on the bottom of the chat screen, just click on the D8 twice and then tap roll.
He's on Foundry on his phone.
Oh.
On the bottom of the chat screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should be a
So I
little...
got the 2d8s, but I just can't get it to zoom out enough.
No.
I
Who
can
do
just
you
click the
want to
button.
roll that for you?
Let's go ahead and have duality roll it for me.
All right.
All right.
That would be a 10.
That is a 10.
Oh,
Yeah, they just kind of like, they look at you. He looks at his paperwork, he puts it away, and they draw their blades. Like, this is now combat. How the initiative works in the errata is that this is not a villain. So you as the players go first. You pick who goes, and then an enemy goes. And then you go, then an enemy goes. You can go in any order. On the screen of the Foundry, when you go, move your character from ready to standby. That way we know who's went in the initiative and who hasn't. So that's the Final Fantasy. Like, the screen goes black and you've got the 4 of them on one side, the 4 of you on the other, and combat has begun. So which of you is going to go first?
Howard, do you want to go first as the one who technically initiated this?
yeah, I guess so. Can you help me out with this a little bit? Because I can see the screen, but I'm having trouble moving stuff around. But
Do you have your character sheet on your computer in like a PDF? Would it be easier for you to roll physical dice and just tell me what you get?
I can totally do that.
Yeah, if that's easier for you, let's do that. That way, and then
I
we'll
sell
figure
dice,
out your
so I've got
Foundry
dice
issue at
sitting
another
all
day.
over my desk.
Say,
Let's see. So I'm going to be rolling to attack, and my attack is going to be. I'm going to use my rapier, is what I have attached. And so
Okay.
that is going to be Dex plus Ints. So again, everything's a D8, so D8s across the board.
Okay. We have a cat.
What?
this is Comet. He's for adoption.
Oh, that's not bad. 8, 9, 10. 14
Okay.
to hit.
You take the high roll plus whatever your weapon damage is.
I'm going to negate that damage to do
Okay.
Bone Crusher.
Okay.
And I'm going to give him I'm I'm gonna give him the dazed effect.
Okay. Dazed is
Or I'm gonna give
Reduce.
him weakened. Let's go weakened.
okay.
That will reduce
So we'll
their
go
might. Yep. So that reduces their might die
yeah.
by 1.
Okay, might by 1. Which one are you hitting?
Whatever one I was just talking to.
That will be number 1. Which is there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Straight down the line. Number 1, you gave him the weakened, which lowers his might, right?
Mm-hmm. By 1 die.
Eric, how long do those hindrances last?
They last
Indefinitely?
indefinitely till rest or cured by status effect somethings, whether they take a remedy or they get a spell effect that negates them. Or unless
Okay,
the description
beautiful.
says otherwise and gives a duration for how long it will last. The skills are pretty specific.
Perfect. All right. So he has been weakened. Him with his weakened is going to attack you, Howard, because you attacked him. You took his might from a D10 to a D8. So he is rolling 2d8s for his attack. He got a 10. What is your defense?
My defense is
Oh, wait, he's got a +2, so it's a 12. Sorry.
it's a 12. Okay.
Yep.
My defense is probably a D8.
It's 9.
It's 9.
Yeah. Okay.
So he hit me.
All right, and you are going to take that is going to be 18 points of physical damage from him.
Ouch.
Okay.
These boys swing hard.
And then I can use I can use my counterattack then on him because he hit me.
Okay.
So I got 11.
All right. 11 just misses him.
Okay.
All right. We are back to you guys in the
Steve, you're going to need to move his token. Nobody else can move his token.
Oh yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yep. I got it.
I'll reset it so I can move his token as well
Okay.
after session.
Yep, that's fine. So which of you 3 want to go next?
Cool. If I go,
Go for it.
Yeah, go for it.
sweet. So I'm going to pull my massive Odachi blade, the sharpest petal, and I'm going to use a skill on one of the other enemies. I'm going to target Soldier 2 or Enemy 2 and utilize the skill Shadow Strike. Let's see. You've learned to channel your vital force into attacks. You may form a Shadow Strike. You roll your current might die and lose that amount of hit points equal to the number you roll on your might die. So my might is a D10. Rolling that. I lose 3. Oh, God, that's... Okay. Now, with that, if this didn't reduce you to 0, you may perform a free attack with your weapon. If you have it equipped, if this attack hits one or more targets, it deals extra damage equal to this skill level plus the number rolled on my might die. And it makes all my damage dark damage. So I am now going to make an attack with my sword, if I am correct, which is dexterity plus might.
Mm-hmm.
And
Correct.
I increase the damage by 4.
Yes.
Yep. You do hit.
Awesome.
So
So the
your
high roll
base
was
damage. It calculates it in the chat.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so 17,
You
but
can
you would
see
add
it.
4 to that.
Yeah, so 21 total damage.
Okay. Beautiful. Move yourself back to the standby.
On my way.
Number 2 is going to strike at Eric.
My defense is a 9.
And he misses because that is a total of a 7. So 2 misses you.
And since he tried smacking
you guys
me,
are up.
since he tried smacking me, I'm going to try smacking him back. That sounds cool with everybody.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Let's see. Do I need to... 2 additional actions. All right. Just want to double check how one thing here works. I'm going to hold off on that. Actually, do I want to do that? Because we have time to rest, right? We have days away from the shrine, right, guys?
Yeah, I think we're at least
At least a day away, right?
You're at the edge of the forest, so
All right.
the next day you'd be going into the forest.
Okay.
Unless you want to go in now because you know the celestial bureaucracy is there.
But okay, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this anyway. I'm gonna go ahead and bind and
Go for it.
summon my Arcanum of the Gate with this action.
Ooh.
So, that is going to cost me 40 magic points. So that takes me from 55 to 15. And what's going to happen is my hair and like all my hair is going to take the appearance of like a night sky. So it's going to look like space. You're going to see stars and galaxies and things like that kind of going across my coat and in my hair. My eyes are going to look like 2 burning stars as well. Let me take one look at this Arcana rule. Does that just take my entire... Can I summon and dismiss at the same time?
I don't think so.
Dismissing. No, I think that's my action.
Yep.
But that's okay.
And what benefits do you get from it?
Yeah, so right now I get resistance to dark damage, and my magic defense goes up by 1.
Okay.
Nice.
Beautiful. All right. What is the name of your Arcanum again? Arcana.
So this one is known as the Riftwalker entity. Or just Riftwalker. Yeah.
As you summon it, you all see this entity just kind of behind him. And now we're going to number 3, who is going to swing at Eric again. The dice don't like Eric.
Or they do.
Oh my god.
Ouch! That hurts.
Holy cow.
That's a critical.
So that
Oh.
yeah, that is very, very much a critical. Critical means they get an advantage on you, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's an
An
opportunity.
opportunity, I mean,
so
right?
you can inflict slow, dazed, shaken, like any of those types of things. And I also take the damage.
Yeah, the damage is going to be 22 physical.
All right, so 40 minus 20.
And they are going to afflict slow on you. He basically hits you in such a way that he has slowed your movements.
All right, that lowers my
Dang.
dexterity.
Kneecap.
First critical.
Yep, that lowers my dexterity by 1, and I am in crisis.
Oh.
All right. The last person on the other team is Celine.
Oh no, I don't like it when people hurt my friends. She's going to grip her staff with the crystal orb right at about head level and focus, and the orb will kind of start to glow with a with a luminescent energy as she casts looks. I would like to target 2 creatures, the one that just smacked Killian and the one who hasn't gone yet, please.
Okay.
Which will cost me 20 magic points, and I have to roll, I believe, right?
Correct.
I'm trying
You
to
should
find
be able
where
to
I
just click the spell and it will do it.
Yeah, I gotta remember where to click. There it is. Oh, that's a crappy roll.
Uh,
Oh,
That'll
remember,
happen.
so you can invoke any of your traits, your origin, your
and
theme.
spend a fabula point.
Yep, and spend a fabula point to
Oh.
re-roll, and that also helps us out because
Mhm.
fabula points spent are experience points earned.
Yeah.
That sounds
And everybody has 3
interesting.
fabula points to start. So, whatever your theme, your origin, and whatnot.
Hope. I have hope that we will win this fight.
All right.
I'll take
Here
that.
we go.
And
All
then
right.
you can re-roll that roll.
Come on, dice. Be kind. Oh, wait, it didn't let me click. Try again. There it goes.
9.
Better, but
Let's hope they have a low magic defense.
Yeah.
One moment.
They had better.
They get. What is magic defense? It's willpower, right?
I
Um,
believe.
my armor
Yeah, 'cause-
uses insight die.
Yeah.
Okay, because all this sheet I've found, or I have of this, just says magic defense +2, but I don't know what the base magic defense is.
Yeah, the armor uses insight.
I will tell you in
Okay.
2 ticks, but we can just make a rule again.
Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties on the first one. We'll say insight because that's what armors and stuff is saying. So their magical defense is an 8. So you do hit them both.
yes.
Yes.
And each target hit
Nice.
by this spell also suffers dazed.
All
Yeah.
right, dazed. All right, so they both take 21 points of damage. That's quite a chunk.
That is
And
intense.
they are. What is dazed again?
That's
Dazed is insight die reduced by 1, and magic defense is governed by insight.
So
Okay.
your spell damages them and then makes it easier to damage them again.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They already have a D6 on insight, so they can't go any lower.
Okay.
So
That's all right.
that, but they took a ton of damage from that. So, this one that just got smacked by you, Celine, is not happy about it. He does not like magic or mages, so he is coming after you.
Oh.
That is a 7.
My physical defense is a 9, so
All right, he does not hit you. That is round. Everybody move their character back up to readied. Got it. You guys are up again.
All right.
Um,
I'm gonna go first
You-
this round because I'm hurting. I'm gonna go ahead and dismiss my Arcanum like right away, and I'm gonna use the Oblivion skill for that.
Okay.
And what that is going to do is it is going to choose any number of creatures I can see, and that's gonna be all of them on the other side,
Okay.
and I'm going to inflict them with 30 points of unresistible dark damage. And
All right.
it's just going to look like a wave of black energy just washing over all of them.
All right. Beautiful. So basically, that arcana behind you just kind of swirls his hands as he bursts, and this dark energy engulfs them. You see them all kind of like clutching their armor. This dark energy radiates through them. There we go. That is Eric's turn.
And I'm going to. Oh,
I'll
there you go.
move you to
Thank
standby. Number 1 is attacking. I believe that is Howard.
Let's go.
So, nope, he does not get a D10 because he is crippled by Howard's guy. We got a D8 and a D8 plus a 2. Another critical. Jesus.
Oh God.
He is going to slow you.
Okay.
And he is going to do 20 points of physical damage to you.
Okay.
So I should mention, in case anyone drops, Fabula Ultima has, you choose if your character dies or not. You can choose to have your character die, or your character can surrender, meaning they're just out of the fight, and we narrate how that happens. Whether they're unconscious, whether they get knocked away, whether they run, you implement that. I don't think anybody's there yet, but if that occurs, you decide what happens to your character, except for Eric, because his quirk says he can't choose to die until his seals are broken.
And you inflicted weakened?
No, slowed.
Slowed.
Yep. All right, who from your side is going next?
I'll go ahead and go if that's fine.
That's fine.
The one that just attacked my compatriot, I will target them. So I'm going to swing at number 1,
Okay.
and I'm going to use Dark Blade or Shadow Strike again. So I'm going to start by rolling a might die. Man, I wish this would roll better.
I mean, I think it's rolling pretty good personally, with my 2 crits.
Yeah.
Well, and remember, surrender just is an opportunity for us to do something different, and changes the story just a little bit in this one. It's TPKs aren't a thing in Fabula Ultima, so I'm not concerned. Beat me up.
There was one thing I forgot to add to my prior check. My previous attack was my weapon master skill, my melee weapon master skill, giving me a +1 on accuracy checks with melee weapons. So I'm now factoring in with my attack with the sharpest pedal.
I think that automatically does that.
I think it does too.
I don't think it did it in my
Yeah.
last one, but
I'm gonna scroll up and look to be sure.
Yeah, 'cause that'd be good.
Sharpest pedal. Yeah, it had a random modifier of 1.
Yeah.
okay. Well then,
It included it. For future
then I
reference,
still
but-
right. I rolled wrong this time around. I should have use the automation. I'm still getting used to Foundry.
Mhm.
I
That's
rolled
fine.
12 total to hit.
That is their defense.
And I rolled a 7 on my high roll. With the +3 damage, it is 20 dark damage.
20 dark, and you said to number 1, right?
Correct.
Correctamundo. All right. He is still up. He's hurting, but he's up.
And
Number 2.
Each
What?
swing so far has had like a crackling trail of black energy behind the blade. And there's little trickles of blood from my nose or the corner of my mouth as I swing.
Okay. Number 2 is attacking Celine. He don't like you. I forgot to add the +2, so that is a 13. I assume that hits.
That hits, yes.
All right, so that is going to be 21 points of physical damage.
Okay.
And you guys are up again.
Can I go?
Go for it.
ahead. The number 1 keep is the one that I've been in contact in fighting with, right? And he has 1 debilitation by me.
Yeah. Number 1
Okay.
has his might reduced.
And he's not looking good, right?
No, he's pretty close.
I'm gonna go for him.
Okay.
So 13 to hit.
13 will hit.
Okay. Then my high roll was a 7, and I get so 7 plus 6 is 13 plus another 2 because of the what do they call it in the sneak attack? But it's not
Crippling
sneak
or yeah. It's
It's-
one of your
it's-
abilities.
It's one of my abilities, so it's one. I've got 1 level in it plus whatever debilitation they have, so it's another 2 points.
Okay. Bone no, not bone crusher. Bone crusher?
No, huh?
Cheap
No,
shot.
I've got 2 points in that one actually. It's
Yeah.
cheap shot. Cheap shot. So it's 3 points of damage. So 7, 8, 9, 13. 13 points of damage plus 14, 15, 16 points of damage to that guy.
And you have removed him from the fight.
Awesome. And I'm also like right now I'm in critical. So that last hit that I,
I think
took was
everybody is.
He just reappeared.
Who?
The enemy on my screen.
Oh, he shouldn't have disappeared.
There,
Now he should have disappeared.
Now he gone.
He's like,
All right.
wait, he popped back up? What?
Yeah, I'm like, I thought he
All
was
right.
done.
Number 3.
He's like a
Number
trick birthday candle.
3 is
Yeah.
swinging at Celine.
wrong
That
with
is going
me?
to
Does
be
nobody wanna
a
hit me?
10 total.
10 total will hit, yep. Uh-oh.
That is going to be surprisingly the lowest they've done, which is 16 points of damage.
I'm still up. Yay.
And it is
by
your
much.
turn.
Uh-oh. I'm kind of a one-trick pony right now. I think I'm going to have to go Luke's again.
They are all pretty low. I will say that.
Okay.
You've done quite a bit of damage.
That's good. Then
You
I
did
think-
21 to the 3 of the that are left, and Eric did 30 to all of them. So there's quite a bit.
Okay.
Eric and Joe, are you guys there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here.
Mm.
Their screens are
You
just
guys
frozen.
are like frozen for me.
Yeah, they
Oh,
went a
I'm-
little froze for me too for a minute.
I'm moving around on my screen.
It's all good.
Joe's
Oh.
frozen. but-
And
But we're all frozen for you.
I can hear you guys. Can you hear me?
yeah.
Yeah, we can hear. Just something's up with the seeing. It's okay.
Okay.
Go
Then
ahead
I'll
and do
risk
what
it.
you're doing, Celine.
I'll spend 30 more magic points, which takes me down to very, very little. Or none. There we go.
No.
Go. Try to hit the 3 of them. And before I roll, I just went and looked at my stats. My dice are not set correctly.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, my willpower.
what are they
should
supposed to be?
The willpower should be a D10, and my might is supposed to be a D6. I shouldn't have all 8s.
It does
All
say
right,
a D.
fixed.
It does. Oh, okay. I was gonna say I see
But
it.
does it?
I just fixed
Now it does. Thank you.
Weird.
All right, so now I will roll. It might not help, but we'll find out.
That's really weird.
That did help because
Yay.
their magic defense is only an 8.
Phew,
And you got a
and
9. And then that
lovely.
is 21 damage, which is going to put them to 72 damage each. You drop all 3 of them. Battle has ended.
Dang.
Woohoo!
Zap.
You can go back to the map, Eric.
Boop.
Oh.
Man.
Is there a way to bring all players to the map?
Yeah. If you right click on
Like
the map,
mine?
if you right click on the map and you click activate,
Yeah.
it should move everybody to that scene.
okay.
Ta-da.
Beautiful. Yep, you guys have succeeded in this fight. I'm gonna say that you have knocked them all out. They are unresponsive. On them, the lot of you have found 500 zenith.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Nice.
We found monies.
Are we just splitting evenly then?
That's fine.
Sure. That's 125
I'm okay
each.
with that.
That works for me.
Yep.
So that puts me at 225.
One of them, I'll just mumble as I'm, acquiring the coin he has on him. Just don't worry. You'll have to file a D37 and you'll be fine. They won't demote you.
He's unconscious. He does not care. Yeah, so what do the 4 of you do? It is obvious that there is more of them. They said we were told to guard this entrance, basically.
Mhm.
I am panting. I need a rest, guys. I am
Me
hurting
too.
here.
I'm not
You need
good.
to find a safe place and camp up and strategize.
Mhm. That sounds good.
I
All right.
I was
Go
going to
ahead.
say I do not mind spending inventory points to generate a camping tent for the party.
Okay.
I don't know how to do that.
You just say you do it.
Yeah, and then there should be an amount on your I'm trying to figure out how much a tent
I
is.
think it's 4.
Confident. Sorry, learning a new system and getting into the groove. Sorry about that.
Hey, we're all learning
All
together.
good.
We are.
And the people online are getting to learn as we learn.
Yes.
It's a learning experience.
Sure is. Inventory points.
One of my
Hold on.
my shows that I watch normally, they'll commonly like fix rules and stuff while they're playing, and it's
Yes.
not
it-
that they drag
Magic
it
Tent
out,
is
but it's
4.
like, hey, yeah,
Yep. Tent is 4. That allows you all to rest, which recovers all your magic points and your hit points. On your character sheet, just click the bed.
awesome.
Gah! I have full magic points again.
All better.
Oh, and any status effects
All right.
are also cured as well.
Yes.
Awesome.
Done like dinner. I make the party
All
a
right.
nice southern risotto, swamp root risotto.
Ooh.
All right. You guys camp out. Do you guys want to do any role playing while you're camping for the night, or just head into the next day? That's up to you guys. It is your story.
Yeah, so I do want to do
You-
something. Since we are resting and we do have the ability to do so, I do want to put in a bond with Celine. And that one's going to be of admiration.
I forgot about bonds. Yes, because we're actively resting. You guys can all create bonds. How bonds work is that you can have a. Eric, you explain it. You know it better than I do.
Okay. So, to create a bond, you have to do it during a resting scene. That's first and foremost. You can have up to 3 bonds with each character, and it doesn't necessarily need to be a character. It could be a organization or something. The only rule is you can't have an opposing bond to them. So, for instance, they come in pairs. Admiration and inferiority are a pair. So you can have a bond of admiration to somebody or something, but you can't have inferiority to it as well. You could have admiration, loyalty, and affection, or any other combination, and you're totally good. Bonds are something you can use when you spend Fabula points to invoke. So since I have a bond of admiration towards Celine, and that is because of her usage of magic in that combat, if I want to do a Fabula point in order to benefit her, make a reroll, I could invoke that and get a direct bonus to my roll based on my bond strength. In this case, it's 1, so I could add 1 to that overall roll, or I could reroll dice. And you can bond up to 6 different people, organizations, or things.
Okay.
And
For those of you that want to, on the character sheet in Foundry, if you look on that status bar next to items, there is a pen and paper. Underneath it, you click on that, you'll see your identity, your theme, your origin, and then there's create a new bond there. So you can create those. So Killian has admiration for Celine.
Mm-hmm. Admiration. That was an amazing usage of magical potential.
Aw, thanks.
And part of Killian's whole thing is going around looking for magic tomes and different Arcanum spirits to summon and bind. So that was definitely something that he liked.
I'm actually going to build a bond of hatred towards bureaucracy forces, because them showing up all the way up here has just really sparked that ire again, and I'm not happy. I thought I got away from them.
You did not. In fact, because of your your quirk, they are now one of the main threats. But anyway, did anyone else want to create one or do some quick role playing, like talking among the party, what you're getting yourselves into, etc.?
After we go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I wanted to create isn't there one, I'm trying to remember, where I want to be like somebody that I can learn from. Not necessarily admiration, but like a trust bond for learning skills from somebody. Seeing Janice and the dark powers.
Admiration does that as well.
Okay.
The line of admiration is you believe you have much to learn from this person and deeply respect them for their efforts and achievements.
So from Janice, from the dark powers, because I have a darkness inside me, I'm trying to figure out kind of how that works.
Oh no,
Okay.
man.
I added
Killian's
it to
over
your
here with a
character
literal
sheet in the book.
darkness inside of him.
I'm back from the dead, and all of my damage is supposed to be dark. So there you go.
Dang. Fair enough.
Hey, Black Parade.
Super edge lord.
Go ahead, Joe.
So after preparing the meal and I'm now sharpening my blade and recounting information about the celestial bureaucracy. These forces are part of a religious order. They're dedicated to spread their plop across the known world. I'll stop at nothing to subjugate or eliminate. Don't hesitate when fighting them. They don't care.
Oh, zealots and extremists. They are one of my least favorite things to deal with when out and about. Never any reasoning with them. So close.
Fortunately.
All right. You guys camp out for the night. Morning comes. The sun perks up over the sky. Those 4 that you knocked out are still out cold, laying there.
Tie them up too,
What do you
just to be
do?
safe.
All right, you tie them up. What is
We
the
should get
game
moving.
plan? All right.
Yeah.
You
Someone
guys
may be
head
coming soon.
into... What was that?
Someone may be coming soon.
Or
That
they
is
might be
all
there when we
head.
get there. Yeah.
You all head deeper into the thicker jungle. How do you guys go about finding this shrine? Because it is not a well-known place and maybe a little hidden. What is your methods for tracking or uncovering it?
If soldiers from the bureaucracy are already searching for it, maybe we can find signs of their presence.
I like that.
That could work.
So that's what Janus is doing, is looking for tracks from the bureaucracy agents. Okay.
Yeah.
What are other people doing? Or are you all just deferring to Janus?
I'm going to
Something.
I mean,
defer
I'll-
to Jaina.
Go on.
What was that?
Oh. I was going to give, whatever everybody else is doing, I'm just trying to support.
Okay.
Okay.
Something that I would do, because I've been out traveling for a while, tracking down arcanums and different celestial spirits, would be possibly looking for any clues in the environment. Sometimes maybe I'm thinking, since this is a water elemental we're looking for, maybe there's more waterlogging or a river or something water-based in some direction. That might be where we want to start our search. Water elementals like ponds and lakes and rivers. So anything that might indicate that could be a thing.
And Celine is looking around for plants or animals that might be able to tell us what they've seen.
All right.
That's
So, Joe, for your tracking, I am going to say that is definitely an insight because you are
Okay.
trying to use an intelligence-based thing. You get to pick the other one that you use. I'm going to say this is just a normal roll, meaning you need a 10. Or wait, no.
Okay.
Yeah, normal. It's you need a 10 on your roll. You know these soldiers, they don't try to conceal themselves. It is an overgrown forest, so it's not going to be easy, but it is that. Eric, I'm going to say the same thing for you while you're trying to find a water source. Go ahead, Joe.
I was just going to ask, can I invoke a fabula point since it is linked to my background?
What do you want to do with the fabula point?
Just give myself a bonus on the roll.
Um,
Sorry, invoke my trait
That would be for rerolls.
bond.
Bonds.
yeah, you can only do that for re-rolling.
Yeah, bonds. So invoking
Got it.
bonds give you a flat bonus to your roll. So like say you roll a
Okay.
10 and you needed an 11 to succeed, you could invoke a fabula point and then say I'm doing that because of my bond of, and that'll put you over a threshold.
Got it.
But otherwise you're just going to be re-rolling. You could, however, spend a fabula point to add an element to the story that might be
Yes.
beneficial as well. Maybe you see the thing, or the thing that you're looking for now exists because you spent that fabula point.
Interesting.
I like that.
In one of our previous games, somebody created an entirely new faction of thieves as part of a bluff, and they became canonical to the world due to the fabula point spend.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So yeah, your roll, the one I say is insight for both you and Eric. Kara, tell me what type of animal you find.
Ooh. We're in the forest. We're getting into denser, more slightly jungly forest, you said?
Yes.
I mean, I'm
Remind you,
looking
there
for
are a lot of prehistoric creatures in this world.
right. Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, if I have a chance to see something like the little there's the little flying ones, right? The little fly, not they're not actually dinosaurs, are they? I can't remember. But
Okay.
there were.
You
I'd
do
want to look for
the
something
little.
that would have a good view. So, something
Okay.
up in the trees.
All right. You do see a couple of them roosted up there. We're gonna cut back to Joe, who rolled an 8. He needed a 10.
He did indeed, and he did not do that. So I guess I'm not finding anything. I'm looking more for either tracks or evidence of a camp. But
Okay.
imagine I'm not finding anything with that. And it's not close enough that invoking a +1 would help. And I have nothing on hand at the moment to invoke to use the point for otherwise.
Okay. Eric, you did not roll good at all.
I did not.
Got
I'm
a
going to spend a
5.
fabula point and re-roll that. And the reasoning for that, like I said, I've been traveling, looking for those things. So my gunslinging traveling researcher of the stars, I think, might help me with that. Do you agree or disagree?
I agree.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and re-roll that, and let's see what I get. That would be a 13.
That is much more gooder. We will come back to you in a second. Howard, what are you doing, or what is John Doe doing at this point in time? While they're all
kinda
doing their
looking
thing.
around, I'm wondering about using my skill to see if anything flashes in my brain. So I wanted to use Flash of Insight.
Is that a skill you have?
It's a skill I have from Lore Master. Flash of Insight. So I have to roll a 13 or higher.
Absolutely. Go for it.
That something pops into my head, like starts to flash from my past, that all of a sudden like triggers some kind of thoughts.
Okay. It does not say what type of roll you make. I'm gonna say, well, it doesn't matter. You have 2d8s, so roll 2d8s.
Can I use a fabula point to re-roll that?
If you need to, yes. If you
Okay.
can justify it with one of your
Uh,
themes or something.
Like something starts to like pull me in a direction, and I don't know what it is, and I start to go that direction. It's almost like eerily like pulling me in a like fog of like this is familiar. But like it's not, it's almost like that like a sneeze that doesn't quite come. It's like that thing that's itching at you. And I start to walk in a direction, and I got a 14.
Okay. We will come back to you momentarily as well. Kara, you are looking, and there are a couple of the winged prehistoric like lizard creatures up there. Just they seem to be unamused, not caring about you guys at all. They're not talking. They're just laying there.
Hmm.
There's two of them.
I'll at least try, you know. Hey, excuse me. Hello.
The one that is like looking kind of in that direction, you just see its head kind of lift as it turns down, just like, you can talk to me?
Huh? I can.
Huh. What do you want?
I'm just curious if you've seen any other creatures like us, only like very shiny, walking through here.
Did you eat your rolls from your goodie bag that Zeta gave you?
No, since Jana's cooked for us last night. Hey,
But before
have
you do
yummy?
that, before you do that, when you say like, did you see us? The other one just kind of like leans forwards, like, squab, and it like drops to the ground and is sniffing that pouch on you. Squab?
Oh,
Squab.
oh, oh! Yes, I have goodies.
Okay, goodies. You give
just
me
need to know-
I'm
goodies.
lean to the party member
What
close
was
to
that?
me. She's talking to animals again.
Good. All right. You give me goodies. He'll go look for them.
Wait, you? Yeah, okay, that's a deal.
It eats the goodies out of your hands, and the other one's just like, what? Fine. Things I do for love, and it takes off into the air. Howard, are you still with us? Your camera shut off. Oh no. Is anybody with us? The only people I see moving are Kara.
Oh.
I'm here.
I'm absolutely still here.
I am absolutely here with you.
God,
yeah,
our
we
camera
lost-
issues today, everybody. This
I'm
is
here.
Okay.
We did lose Howard.
Sorry.
this is
There we go.
This is not very good.
It's something with Discord.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, there you are. You're
You're
back. Okay.
Okay. What's up?
All right. So Eric,
Yes.
you are doing your thing, and you come upon a stream a little bit of ways away. It looks like it's flowing towards where the ocean is off of Aqualeia, and it's heading that way, but it is coming from a source a little farther into the jungle.
Ooh, okay.
Howard,
Yeah.
John, as he's walking, you get this flash in your mind, this memory of this rather watery individual. It's a big, fat guy, but he's made of water with long, flowing water-like hair. And he holds his hand out to you and touches you. And suddenly you're back in your body that you have now. But you know a general direction of where you should be heading. You don't know why. You don't know how, but you're pretty confident if we go that way, we'll get to this place.
I am going to walk up and I'm going to I'm gonna say to the group, something of my past came back, and I believe that we can get there if we go this way. There's a man who is heavy set and watery hair, just long. I don't know. It's this roughly this direction.
Fantastic. Let's follow your past to mine as well, because I'm pretty sure they're that way too. Then.
So you cooperate what I say with what you have found.
No, I'm just thinking if they're looking for the temple and you feel it's potentially that way, then that's probably where they're headed as well.
Well, and if we wait long enough for the dinosaur bird thing to come back, we might know where the I shouldn't say shiny guys to you guys. where the other soldiers went. That's the word I'm looking for.
Shiny guys.
That works for me as well.
Sorry, I got stuck in like animal brain for a second there. Okay.
As you're saying that, the one lands on the branch, the one that went away and came back the branch. It just looks down at you and goes, "Follow the water."
Oh, perfect.
Before plopping and going back to sleep.
Is it roughly the same direction?
Yes.
Okay.
All signs point to the water. Wow.
Water is,
You know, in
easiest
retrospect,
way.
it makes sense.
You all head. What the heck is going on with the camera? Oh, there we go. You all head following the water. I assume you're letting John, with his quick memory, lead the way.
Absolutely.
As you all are moving up this, you're following the water, but it's almost as if John doesn't need the water. He's just bobbing and weaving through trees. You follow the water to a cliff, like a large incline. It's weird. It's not like a mountain or hill, but just like a straight rock that goes straight up, and it looks like it forms a circle. And you will need to climb up to follow the water farther.
Of course, there's a climb.
Was the water flowing up? So it's like is this flowing up?
No,
cliff,
the
or
water.
is this-
No, you
Okay.
you followed upstream, so the water is like water falling and flowing
Okay, it's
towards
not
the ocean.
abnormal. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a safe way up that we can find?
You all look around, and there is what appears to be an old, like, it's not a ladder, but you can see distinct divots in the rock that you could climb up. It will require a check, but it will be easy, which means you just need a 7. And the one that I'm going to say you have to roll is a might. Everybody else can give me whatever one they want. Maybe you're dexterous, so you're going to use your quickness to bounce from one to one. Maybe you're a little smarter and you're using your insight to figure out how to hold them properly to save yourself the most struggle. Or maybe you just have sheer willpower and you're going to will yourself up this cliff. But however you want to justify that to me is up to you.
I'm going to use my patience and utilize my willpower as part of it to just kind of slowly take my time, make sure I'm using precise handholds and the like.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Then
use,
roll your might and your insight.
I'm gonna
You
use
are able
my.
to,
Oh, go ahead.
Janus, you easily climb up this wall. John, what were you doing?
I'm going to use. It doesn't really matter, but I think that he's going to use his might and his intelligence to try to get up the wall instead, and like trying to logically see how everything fits together so that he can move up there. Oh.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Wow. Okay. Um, that is a 12.
All right. Eric, how are you traversing this climb?
So might is the one you're putting. I'm going to use insight as well. I tend to try and think through all the problems that I can before I engage, and I'm going to look for the smartest, easiest route up this wall.
Okay.
Oof.
You just got it. And then
Yeah.
Kara.
I just believe in myself and my abilities. If I can like picture it, I can do it. I have this.
Okay.
Maybe.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Ooh.
You've got
Nice.
this.
I so got this.
You all climb up. You get to the top, you pull yourselves up, you kind of dust yourselves off. You see the water is flowing from this. It appears to be just this blue crystal shrine. As you all are about to move forward, Janus, you hear a voice that you have not heard in a long time. Well, well, well. Who the hell are all of you, and why are you interfering with my mission? You turn, and it is one of the leaders of the Grey Knights, Minerva. This is a minor villain. You all gain a fabula point because a villain has entered the scene.
Ooh, I like fabula points.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That puts me back
She
to
is
3.
standing there. What?
So that puts me back to 3.
Yeah. She is standing there, her obnoxiously large spear in hand, and she has one of those heavily armored henchmen of the squads with her, and she's just looking at the four of you. Well, who are you?
We're not going to let you get into that shrine and take what you want from it. That's who we are.
Take? You think I'm going to take anything from that pathetic relic? No, we're here to kill the water elemental that lives inside of it. There shall
Well,
be
then.
no old gods.
I'll just draw my sword.
All right. That sounds like a combat to me. So, we are all back to
The forest.
here.
That worked, by
Yep.
the way. It pulled me right
Should have
in.
moved it. What?
It pulled me right in.
All right, yeah, I activated it. We're just gonna make this one her Minerva, and then this is her guy with her. I will let you all know that he is an elite and she is a champion. Elites count as 2, so they get 2 turns in the initiative. And she is a champion too, so she also gets 2 turns in the initiative. Before the fight begins, she just kind of looks at the 4 of you and she goes, I don't know who you think you're dealing with, but this is not a fight you want to make. I suggest you leave.
I'm gonna pull the gun out of the holster, give it a good cock, be like, actually, I think it's time you were to go.
All right, it is initiative, and the villains go. A villain goes first, so she will actually go. Just to give you her full name. Her full name is Minerva Darkspear. She, Janus, you would know that she has been around a while, and she is a no-nonsense type of person. And she is going to actually go. And she is going to do a Dark Bolt, which is magical. She is going to have it hit 3 of you. She's going to hit Janus because you spoke, Eric because you pulled a gun, and then 1 and 2 is Kara, 3 and 4 is Howard. So Kara, this is a Dark Bolt. That is Dex and Might, so that is going to be a 8 and a 10 from her against the magical defense. She is getting a 9 versus all of your magical defenses.
Nope.
So 10 for Kara. Nope.
11.
All right. She does not succeed on that magical attack. And now it is one of your guys' turns.
I'm gonna go ahead and rush her. I'm gonna attack Minerva by utilizing Shadow Strike again.
Okay.
First rolling my might die. I take 5 hit points of damage. And my attack will increase by 6 damage. Then trying to remember how to auto. Oh, there he goes. A 13
right.
versus her defense.
You just hit her. So she's
The
gonna-
total damage is. I would say the total damage is 23 dark damage.
23 dark damage. All right. Do you round up or down in this one, Eric?
I always round up.
All right. So 23. That is going to be a 12. You notice that the armor that she's wearing, this dark energy in your attack, seems to just absorb in the armor as she gets this like half smirk on her face.
This is
Additionally, I because I have hatred towards bureaucracy forces, my agony skill triggers. When you deal
Okay.
damage to one or more creatures, if you have a bond towards at least one of those creatures, you may recover skill level times 2 hit points and skill level times 2 mind points. So I recover 2 hit points and 2 mind points.
Okay. Perfect. It is their turn, and her sidekick, the elite, is going to go, and he is just going to do a strong strike on Janus. So
Wonderful.
Bring it.
Dex might for a 5, which I'm sure is going to miss.
My defense is a 13.
What was that, Eric?
Ignore me. I was thinking out loud.
Okay. Okay. It is back to you guys.
Can I go?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and attack. That is a 15 to hit.
What was that?
15 to hit.
15 will hit.
Okay.
You're attacking her, correct?
I'm attacking her.
Yep. 15 will hit her.
15 will hit her, and I'm going to do plus 6. 13 plus 1 because of the rogue ability. It's dark damage. But I wanted to bring this up. My reverend says that it ignores all dark damage that would be negated. Ignores ignores damage that would be immune or resistant.
Whenever he deals dark damage,
the-
it ignores all immunities and resistances. So, as
All
long as
right,
it's not an
then you
absorption.
do full damage.
So, yep. So I get around
Your
that armor.
darkness is stronger than her defense.
Yep.
All right,
Nice.
so make your roll and. Oh, you.
High roll.
All right, what is your damage? I mean.
It was 6, 12. It was 13 points of damage.
Okay.
It was a
Beautiful.
high roll, so it's higher dice, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. She is going to go. She is not pleased that people are not just leaving. She is actually going to use her giant spear this time. It has multi, so she is going to be attacking 2 people.
It's like a Dynasty
And
Warriors
those
character.
are what? That is going to be actually John Doe and Janus
Oh,
are getting attacked by her.
Mm.
And that is a might and a dex plus 3, 8.
If that's attacking me, that is a negative. You need a 9 to hit me.
No, it's John and Janus.
Oh, Janus. Sorry, you had a little bit of a
My
garble.
my defense is a 13.
Okay.
and what was it? It was a physical attack.
Yes.
And what was the number?
8.
No, you miss.
Okay, with that, I believe she can use one of her Ultima points. Because she is determined to hit people. So, she is using one of her 5 Ultima points to make that roll again. That is a 12, so much more gooder.
That hits.
My defense is a 13. It does not hit me.
All right, so it is only going to hit John. So that is going to be 23 points of damage.
What type?
Physical.
Physical? Okay.
Yeah, it's the same as last time. That is going to be it for her. So it is Celine or Killian.
Go ahead. I have a very easy thing that I'm going to be doing. I'm just going to be buffing myself.
All right.
Oh,
Fair enough.
Can I counterattack?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and counterattack. that's 13. 14. 14 to
Okay.
hit.
14
hit?
will hit her. Yep.
Okay. And it was my high roll?
I don't know how that ability
Oh
works. I
wait, no,
believe
that
it's
doesn't
something
matter.
different.
It's it negates my high roll. But I do
Yeah.
1 extra point, so 7 points of dark damage, and it's immune to all your dark damage resistance. So another 8 points of damage for hitting me.
All right. Okay. Go ahead, Celine.
All right, then. All this darkness flying around. It's time to light it up. Gonna definitely Luke's at the two of them.
Okay.
Come on, dice. Okay. 12.
12 will hit both of them.
Okay, fantastic. I think the dice rolls were the same, so
15 damage. Nice. 21 damage. Oof.
All right. So 21 damage to the shield bearer. It is light damage, right?
it is.
As you light her up, you just hear her like let out a little bit of a scream, and now she is fully glaring at you. She is gonna take double damage for that.
Nice.
When that light damage comes out too, John's gonna flip up his hood and be like, "Hey, be careful with that."
I know where I'm aiming.
All right. It is now to her little sidekick again. He is going to do his strong strike, and that is going to be at Celine because you hurt his boss really bad. That is going to be a 9 on his physical attack.
Believe that I have a 9, so
That will hit. That
Yep.
is going to be 18 points of physical damage from him.
okie doke.
And that will be back to Killian, and he will be the last one in this initiative.
I am going to cast acceleration on myself. I'm going to kind of just glitch out a little bit, would be best way to describe what it looks like. And I'm going to move really, really fast. That's going to be my turn.
All right. Back to the top of the initiative.
Everybody come over to ready.
Celine, or not Celine, Minerva is gonna do her multi attack with her spear again. She is hitting Celine,
Uh-huh.
and she is hitting Howard's character, John.
And I'm in crisis right now.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
That's gonna be a might and a dex plus her 3. That is gonna be an 11.
That hits me.
So it hits Celine and that. So that is gonna be not as much. 22 points of physical damage.
I'm down.
I'm also down.
What?
Did you guys heal from last time?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I just got hit twice in a row, and I'm squishy.
Okay.
Oh wow.
I had 50, so she hit me for 23 last time.
At least I
Maybe I'm
think.
up. Wait.
Hold on.
23 and then 22?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 45 total.
40. Okay, I'm up by 5 points.
Okay, I was about to say.
I'm quite sure I'm down, but I'll double check.
Yeah, I double checked it. It was 23 and yeah, I'm not looking good.
I started at 45, so
So you are at 0.
I'm at 0. Yep.
I'm at 5. I'm not doing okay.
All right.
Oof. All right. Hopefully, big move on my end here then.
So Celine, hold on. Gotta do the check the surrender thing real quick, or what happens.
Right.
Um,
Well, for now, she's just outside of
Character.
combat. Like, she's just out of combat.
yeah.
Something will happen after.
Celine, what does it look like when your character goes down?
Oh, that's a great question. I feel like she just had lit up in this like blaze of light, and in the aftermath, the weapon comes like it was a weapon attack, right?
Yeah.
And just utterly like she doesn't even see it coming. She's just blinded by her own light and goes crumpling to the ground. Just kind of.
All right.
Good news.
She is out of the fight.
Good news is, though, you just gained 2 fabula points.
Oh, me.
Yep. Because that is a surrender. Start of the next scene, which they appear, the character regains consciousness and recovers an amount of hit points equal to their crisis. All right. Which one of you guys is going?
I'll go on this one. I can attack twice this round. For this, I can make 2 actions instead of 1 because of my acceleration. So I bend the fabric of time until the spell ends. I gain the ability to perform a single additional action during each of my turns. And I'm going to shoot at her. Minerva, that is. The first one, so the first one is going to go. It's going to be a 16. But I'm also going to
definitely going to hit.
Awesome. I'm also going to spend the 10 for barrage, which adds multi to that attack.
Okay.
So
you're hitting both of them.
No. I can hit the same target twice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Go for it.
So there's that one.
So
Revolver
that's gonna
Ocelot
be
over
30.
here.
And that's another 16.
Oh my God.
Points of damage.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a 16 to hit. Yep. You hit her.
Yeah. So that's
Nice.
18 and 16 damage.
Are those both multied or just one?
Oh, that's for the multi attack. I'm sorry. It's 18 for each point of each damage because it's 2 attacks. So it's 16 damage first attack.
Oh, okay.
18 for the next.
All right. All right. And then you get another action, right?
Yeah. And that's going to be another 2 attacks.
Go for it.
Nice.
Does a 14 hit her?
That will hit her.
16. And does another 14 hit her?
Yep.
That's 16.
All right. So Eric, Killian just bang, 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 just lets loose with his pistol, chinking off her armor, and she is at the edge of the cliff, and she's just clutching her chest, and she just looks at the 4 of you, malice in her heart, in her eyes. You haven't seen the last of me. She's gonna spend an Ultima point to escape.
Ugh.
And at this point, you just see her step back off of the cliff. The guy beside her just runs and jumps off as well. They both are no longer there. If you look over the edge, they are gone. You don't see them on the ground. Nothing. They are just gone. You turn and you see the shrine of the water elemental. And that is where we're going to end this session, right at 11:30.
Cliffhanger.
So good.
That was cool.
Awesome.
Poof.
That was a tight game.
Loved that.
That
Oh my
It
goodness.
was so much fun.
that boss fight.
Oh, man. All I got to say is Barrage and Acceleration worked exactly like I thought it would.
Mhm.
It was so useful.
Yeah, he rolled really well with those two. If he rolled poorly, it wouldn't have been as good.
No,
but-
it would have been
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
missed attacks.
But you have successfully thwarted Minerva's plan. She is a villain. You will probably run into her again at some point in the future.
Mhm.
And we will see what happens next week when we enter the water temple or the elemental's shrine.
2 weeks, right?
Why don't we? Yeah, 2 weeks next time we play. Yeah, Eric, want to sign us out?
Well, thank you for everybody for joining us for our first session 1 of this Fabula Ultima year-long project. That was a fun, intense little battle. Thank you, Kara, Joe, and Howard for joining us, Steve for running, and yeah, we will catch you guys again in 2 weeks for the next session. Next week, we're going to be doing another dive into the rules on Fabula Ultima, and that'll be posted up on the Ronin's Den YouTube. This episode will be uploaded to YouTube sometime Sunday morning, early afternoon. Thank you for everybody for dealing with some of the technical difficulties. I think Discord was a little flooded with the whole TikTok ban going on. I was getting some pings on my phone that lots of people were experiencing issues tonight on Discord. But either way, we will see everybody again in 2 weeks' time. Have a good night.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.